Guys, and welcome back to the channel. What a beautiful pump with Bitcoin. But is this a fake out? Is it going to continue? Are we going to go to a new all-time high, or are we going to see another drop? In today's video, I'm going to be discussing Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, and so much more. Stay with me until the end because we post one video every single day. Guys, I keep saying, if you watch my previous video, that we were supposed to have a relief rally going to 90K, relief rally, and people were getting angry with me because they were expecting BTC to go to 60,000, 50,000, 40,000. And here we go again. Yesterday we went and say in the VIP group that we were longing from 81, 82. Now we said in the VIP group again, I'm looking at to short from this point in between 87 to 88,000 dollars. And of course, you can see here where we went today. We went to $87,400. We had a clear rejection from here. Again, nailed where was the point of rejection. And today I'm going to tell you where to go back. Again, guys, the VIP members killing this market. As always, you can see the trading results from here. So if you want to be in a community, guys, of pro traders to understand how crypto and also stocks, we're going to add stocks right now, are moving. If you want to understand how to buy, sell, what to buy, understand everything about macro, you're a trader, you're an investor, please come and join the VIP group, guys. We had an insane accuracy in the past weeks, totally insane compared to anybody else. If you want to join, there is a link in the description here with a trailer to show you what we do and also our trading results, which is mind-blowing right now. We've done so well. February was a very tough, difficult month, but apart from that, guys, we have been killing this market. Really, so good. So proud of my members. And now let's go into BTC and let's see what's happening right now. The reason why we pump is because the Fed yesterday didn't change interest rates, but at the same time, they started to slow the pace of the balance sheet, which means that it's kind of like a stealth QE, quantitative easing, meaning that basically, slowing the pace of balance sheets, putting more money into the system and risk assets like this kind of environment. The question is, are we actually out of the woods that we're going to see now a new all-time high, or is there like one more crash looming, one more dip to the downside? I'm going to show you exactly what you need to look for right now. So as you can see from now on the daily chart, BTC has broken this very important level of resistance. You can see that we had this moving average here on the daily, the 200 and also the 20 moving average. We close above. Now we've been retesting it. Looks like it wants to continue to go higher. To me, the pivot point, the most important point I want to see right now is going to give me the confirmation, okay, it's maybe $100,000, $105,000. Next is going to be able to close above $90,000 to $91,000. If you're going to be able to close above this area, I can tell you that I can see BTC to move way, way higher, perhaps to maybe $98,000 to $100,000. But it is going to be a correction. Be very careful right now because this movement can be corrective. Then what you could be seeing is going to be a sort of A, B, and then C. Or some people would say probably A, B, C, D correction, with the C, D correction down to this area over here. And then we should be seeing then the proper pump to the upside from this point. Again, macro wise, guys, I'm still very, very bullish. I can see the market moving higher in the next few months simply because of this beginning of quantitative easing, Federal Reserve cutting interest rates. So I can see BTC to continue to go higher, but at the same time, we have to be careful about this scenario to see what is going to be happening right now. Let me also show you a little bit more intraday what can be happening. So today we gave a short from 87 to 88K. People that they actually shorted the market. Well done all my members. So if you went on leverage, it could have been like a nice 10x. And by the way, guys, if you want to really start to trade properly and start to trade with the best of the best non KYC exchange, very quick, amazing, very low fees. You want to have discounts on fees as well. You can join my trading partner, Blowfin. There is a link as well in the description. And until the 26th of March, there's a crazy promotion. If you're going to deposit $50,000, you're going to get 10% back. So 10% cash back. If you're depositing, let's say 10,000, you're going to get 1,000. 500, you're going to get 50. But up to 50,000, you're going to get $5,000. And if you trade more than 10 million in volume, you're going to win like a Rolex at $10,000. So guys, join now. Very important, free money, so you can play and you can make money right now, especially if we are going to pump. So as I said before, Bitcoin still a little bit tricky, and I'm going to show you what I really want to see right now for me to understand if we're going to go and continue to the upside. And again, guys, whatever I do here on YouTube is not everything. On the VIP group, we analyze the market much more, Bitcoin, altcoins as well, every day. And as you can see here in general, like there's much more details, in terms of like, liquidity heat maps, volume footprint, and so much more. So what I want to see right now with BTC, as you can see, we broke this very important level of resistance here. So we can see that we had a resistance which was broken here, and right now BTC is on like went like a done like a big pump. So what I want to see right now is that if I was about to go, let's say, long, okay, so if I was about to get into a long position, like I always say, right now it's probably better to go for a short, to basically wait for BTC to form what we call a divergence, a bearish divergence, and then go short, because the most likely scenario is going to be maybe something like that, maybe another attempt to the upside, and then a more meaningful correction, then maybe up again. So then you can short, from this area, and there is a specific entry. Or otherwise, it's probably better just to wait for BTC to go down to here around 84,000, 83 to 84,000, to then open a long position. Because the thing is, right now you are very extended right now. So I can see lots of people now calling for the return of the bull market. Now we're gonna go to 200K, blah blah blah. Everybody's super excited. Are you excited? Well, I'll show you something very important that you have to pay attention. And guys, I'm not here to be a perma bear or negative guy. Just I want to show you the facts. I'm here to show you the facts so you understand well with data where we are. And you can see very clearly right now that we are below these two lines here. So on the weekly chart, we are still down to here. So as long as we're not gonna be able to go and close above like $90,000, we're not gonna be able to close above here. The most likely scenario is going to be this one. It's gonna be something like that, and then something like that. And also, I'm discussing with some altcoins I bought in spot, specific altcoins, in the VIP. That if you're gonna go down again, I'm probably gonna go and add more. But there are some altcoins which I bought. I think they're gonna do very well. But at the same time, from this point, guys, remember, you need to see strength from here. Something like that, or something like this. That could be a good beginning. Don't get me wrong. It could be a good beginning, but at the same time, what we need to also observe, for example, you're gonna go on the 3-day chart. We have a 3 days. What has happened here from like a volume footprint point of view? Like, it's very important to see inside the candles. Are people buying? Are people selling? That's what you have to look for. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Is this actually like a real? Again, I'm trying to be, I would say, positive and say, oh yeah, like this is amazing. We are pumping. Look at the strength of BTC and all of that. And then I have a look at this. There is a negative delta on a green candle, negative delta on a green candle, negative here again. Is that strong enough? This to really tell us that we're going to go to, I don't know, 200,000, 100,000, or is this like a corrective movement? That's why I'm a little bit, battle at the moment. And I feel basically what I did, I put 50% of my desired allocation into altcoins, and then I'm going to put another 50% if you're going to drop more, because it's very difficult to say right now what is going to be happening. Do we have a yellow candle that's going to close above here? Then it's going to make me feel very much more confident that we can go higher, because I can see maybe some green delta. I can see the price to go higher, but right now it's a little bit uncertain. I guess we had to wait and see. And even right now, you can see on the 3 days chart, we went up to here, we filled the gap, and right now, what is going to be happening? Are we going to continue, or is going to be like something like that, and then finally we're going to go up? I'm probably on the camp that's we're probably going to go to 90, 91, then have a drop and then go up again. But again, that's pure speculation. It's very difficult to say. Now, let's have a look as well something else. For example, Ethereum. Let's talk about Ethereum. So, those of you, the Ethereum fans, can tell me what do you think. Ethereum is into, I don't even know how to define Ethereum to tell you how shitty it looks like. It's terrible compared to even like, to BTC and also some other altcoins. Ethereum doesn't look good at all. Let's see, even from here, what's happening right now with ETH. Well, what's actually quite funny is that Ethereum, in my opinion, looking at the volume footprint, looks better than Bitcoin. Look at the beauty about this. Look at the, you can see we had like a volume of like, 1.25, 790,000. But then you see, for example, here, like a nice 690,000 in volume with 70,000 in positive delta, which basically is suggesting that the insiders, the whales, they're probably accumulating ETH around this area. If you're going to see probably more green delta coming from here, that could be a very positive sign. Just be careful when it comes to the next days, because if Bitcoin is going to go, let's say, to 90,000, 91,000, I can see maybe Ethereum going up to 2,250. If it's also able, it might go even higher. We can go and get our other trend line probably in between this area around 2,500. So it could be a possibility. So I would say the first level we can reach with ETH is going to be around 2,200, and then there is a next level around 2,550. So that's what I could see from there. But at that point, again, we have to be careful, because that could just be like just a correction, and then we're going to see another leg to the downside. But again, in my opinion, looks like we're about to, complete this correction. Might be like one more drop, cause like a proper bullish divergence in place, and then we should be seeing like, more fireworks. But again, looking at ETH, is this ETH bullish? Well, it's probably forming here. It could be forming like a bullish a bullish engulfing candle, which if it's going to close on Monday like that, that could be actually very good. And if it's going to form like a bullish engulfing candle, what we could be seeing could be, as I said before, maybe a push up to this area. So the first area is going to be 2,250 first level, or even as high as 2,550. And then from there we need to see if it's going to do this push down and then up again, or is going to be able to break it, close above here, and then to continue to go higher. So important to understand all these metrics from here. Also, like altcoin season, talking about altcoins, very similar. We are still into this trend. What you want to see as a confirmation is going to be above $867 billion, which we are still below that level right now. Like it looks more like an ABCD pattern, or even like a bear flag, to be honest. I don't see this crazy amount of bullishness, to be honest. And I'm not saying like short term it looks good, we could continue to go higher, but what we want to see is going to be more strength. Okay, so you can see from here we have two pivot points. We have one here like that, then we have another like kind of like a channel, like going down to this area. So we want to see how crypto total market cap, total free is going to react. Our altcoins are going to react once we're going to go to this level. So are we going to see a continuation up? Are we going to see another drop to the downside, and then finally the big breakout? But right now, I must say that we have like this kind of like movement, right? It's not strong. Doesn't look like there's lots of strength, and also you can be reflected as well in the stock market. Look at the S&P 500, right? So to me, if we had a proper, I would say like a proper reversal, like a strong reversal, the candle wouldn't look like that. It would look like way, way, way like bigger. For example, something like that, like a big engulfing candle, maybe even like like that. Again, maybe it's the initiation of a bigger leg, but at the same time, right now, still looks like the movement is a little bit corrective. So again, what we need to make sure is that we're going to be able to close above here around 5,900, 5,950, in order to avoid what we call that ABC pattern, when you have like your A correction, B correction, and then C correction. So that's what we want to see. I probably think that looking at this, we should be seeing more continuation up around this area in the next few weeks. But at the same time, I urge you to be careful when it comes to all of this. But again, guys, no financial advice. Just don't take my word as the holy grail. Although we've been amazing with the VIP, guys. We've been having very good results. Other two things I want to discuss with you: US at 10Y about to break that right shoulder, as we were discussing before. Is it going to go higher? Well, could be going higher a little bit more, probably up to this point here, which could be posing a little bit of, I would say, pressure on risk assets, a bit of a correction from here, but looks like a clear defined head and shoulder. And also the DXY as well. DXY extremely oversold. It could be finding a little bit of a support from here. And if that happens, could be putting some pressure on crypto and stocks. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. So things are getting, I would say, quite interesting. So we need to see how we're gonna go in the next few weeks. But I would say, as of course, it's not financial advice, but I'll tell you what I'm doing so you're gonna basically understand. So I bought a series of altcoins, which I discussed with my VIP, and I'm basically holding them now spot. And if you're gonna have another drop of BTC down to, let's say, $73,000 to $70,000, then I'm gonna add basically 50% more of what I bought. So I'm gonna dissect the price, because I'm expecting that after that drop, if we're gonna have another drop, we should be seeing like a big rally, like a really strong rally coming after that, maybe up to, I don't know, 100, 103,000. But again, we can't really say with certainty that we're gonna see this rally, because from here we could be easily going up, break this line, and then go to even like a new all-time high. But again, from like a market cycle point of view, to me, still looks good. Still looks like, we can aim for another pump for our season. It's going to be a mini all season. I guess we have to wait and see, but things are looking okay. So let's keep going like that. Let's hope Donald Trump doesn't say anything about the tariffs, and I'm going to see you tomorrow for another video. Take care and see you soon.